Hi, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories coming from Margate, Florida. And today, what do we have? Well, we have probably the cover that keeps the most water out of your bed. Well, let's see what am I talking about. Before I get going, there is our telephone number if you have questions. So come on over here. We have the Undercover Elite. Now, this one here has some differences. As you know, Undercover makes the Lux and the Elite. This is going to be the nicer Elite because this one's painted, and they do offer it in a black texture. But I gotta admit, having it painted to match, it looks terrific. They use a DuPont paint, so it looks sharp. John, go ahead, swing around here before I open everything up and see how nice this cover looks on this Ram 1500. Now, it is hard to match paints, but I gotta say, Undercover, they do a nice job. I mean, this color looks really good. Now, what's nice about the Elite cover is you do have a handle back here, and the lock is here as well. So basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this. And I got the little hydraulics. If you notice, it's just going up on its own. And another nice thing is the Elite gives you the bed rug on the bottom. That does a couple things. A, it looks really good. So it gives that premium look. And two, it actually helps with keeping the temperature more moderate inside here. This actually has got a frame inside here, so a lot of one-piece covers are just one piece of fiberglass and nothing else. Having these layers in here helps with the temperature in the bed. We're in Florida, and it gets really, really hot here. And it's nice to have a cover that's not going to translate that heat through the cover itself. Now, if you remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned about this being one of the better ones, if not the best one for water, and I will show you why. First of all, John, if you come up here, you can see this nice little seal they put all the way around here. So when this comes down, it's going to seal up really good here. But the real good thing is this little lip right here. So when I go to close this, that lip goes over the bed cap. So even if someone took a hose and stuck it right here, it would still prevent the water from going in here. So anytime I get a customer that water is a concern, I always tell them the one pieces are going to always be your best for water. Now, again, you can't say waterproof. You can't, we say weather resistant, we say water resistant. It would be hard for water to get in here, but it's not impossible. But again, this one's one of the better ones. Now, if you look in the bed here, they had another cover here before, and I guess that's the drainage system from the retracts they had. But this one, again, is going to be really, really good for water. Also, another thing, if you look here, look at the locking mechanisms here. Now, I notice a lot of the cheap ones, they have a lock on each side. This one just has a lock in the middle, and basically it will unlock and lock it from the sides here. So you don't have to go unlock and unlock, you just do one, and that's really nice. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up, and I'll show you a couple of cool things. You know, you get this big old tailgate spoiler here from Ram. Well, this will go right over that. And again, this is one that very difficult. Even if I stuck the hose right there, this would have a hard time. Now, water usually gets in around this tailgate on the top part because this cover covers that big old gap right there. Again, it's going to help with the water. Now, if you notice here, it closes really easy. And because it's got hydraulics on here, it opens just as easy. Another really good feature about this is the weight. Now, if this was a fiberglass topper, fiberglass one-piece cover, it could be about 175 pounds. This one is about 100 pounds lighter. So this is closer to 65, 70 pounds. So that extra 100 pounds makes a difference. And of course, aerodynamically, it helps covering up the bed, but not as much as they say, to be honest with you. But it does help a little bit. So here on the one piece, you've got a couple of valuable things. First, it's gonna be better for water. It's going to be easy to use, open and closing. It also looks really good because it matches the truck itself. The negative, well, you know, you might have a hard time putting that one big piece in here. If you want to put your motorcycle in here, this would not be something I would recommend. But it is something that can come out. Let me show you what I'm referring to here. If you look over here, there's a little hole here. And this cover comes with big old hooks to put in your garage. So this one, because remember I told you it's 100 pounds lighter, so two people can take this thing off, don't even need tools. Basically, this kind of comes off here. The little clip right here holds it in place. That locks in, and I would just go ahead and unscrew this piece. You leave the rails in, but the whole cover would come right out. So it's really about 10, 15 minutes to take it out. Of course, with the hanging hooks, you can hang it in your garage and have it out of the way. It's not heavy, it's big. That's why you need that second person. So I do not recommend one person taking it off. It's just too big to handle it. It's not heavy, it's just awkward. So this has an advantage over a fiberglass piece because those are not designed to come out. So once they're in there, they're in there. This one is designed from day one to be removable. So remember I said you go into bike week, you want to take your Harley Davidson, 15 minutes, this thing is off, you put your bike in, you're on the road. So it's not too bad. All in all, this is a great setup. I like the paint they use, and again, not being fiberglass, you don't have to worry about those old fiberglass spider cracks. I don't know if you've ever seen some old fiberglass, gets a little cracks in it. You're not going to get it with this material here. So it's going to look good longer. It's easy to use. It looks sharp. I mean, it's, again, with the bedrock, and it does have a nice little LED light here. This LED light does come out. You can take it out, and it's got a little magnet on it, so you can put it, let's say you need to put it under your hood to look at something, you can do that with this. And it does have an emergency release here, so if you got locked in there by mistake, you can pull this and get back out. So it's got everything you could possibly need. Again, it looks great. I like the little hump here in the middle. I think that just gives it a little bit more styling. Now, what's another nice thing about this is I can ship this. That's right. If you don't live here in Florida, I know a lot of products I say you have to come to the store to get it. Not this product. I can literally, it's all boxed up right from the factory. Unlike other fiberglass ones, they're not really boxed up. That's why they have to come by special truck. This one has a big box. Now shipping can be a little bit more money because of the size of it, but again, we ship a lot of these all the time. So again, if you want this, you don't live here in Florida, not a problem. We'll send it out to you. And if you have questions on the installation, we can walk you through. This from an installation point of view, from a scale from 1 to 10, I'll put it as a 6. I find it one of the easier ones to do. Now the reason I can go 6, I would go, for me, it's more like a 4. But if you haven't done these, I've done 1,000 of them over the years. For me, it's super easy. For a customer, it might take a little bit more. But all in all, anyone can install this. It's not a project. A lot of times I'll tell you, hey, see us only. This is not one of those. You can do this yourself. Again, it's Chris with C&H Auto Accessories coming from hot Margate, Florida, and I'm doing a review of the Undercover Elite SC on a Ram 1500. And before I go, like and subscribe. Thank you.